Hello everyone, welcome to part 3 of my Harry Potter series type of deal. My Carmen talks about their opinions on Harry Potter. Today we will be discussing ships. Only the ships I would like to talk about. I'm not going to be talking about like every single Harry Potter ship out there because there's a lot. But yeah, let's just jump right into it. I'm gonna go by character, I guess. So in my notes I have like Harry and all of the ships I either see him in or would like to see him in. And then like next I have Hermione, and that's like less because like I'll already talk about her and Harry. So you catch my drift. So like it's gonna, yeah. So I hope you follow along. I hope none of this is too confusing. But yes, okay, let's go. First we have Harry and Ron. Totally ship it. They're like the best of friends, and Harry loves him over pretty much everyone else in his life because he is the first person who actually showed him kindness. And I think that's beautiful. And Ron loves him just the same. Like, if they had ended up together, I wouldn't have been surprised because of how deep their affections are for each other. Yeah, so I ship it, man. Next is Harry and Ginny. Movie verse? Hell no. But in the books, I do see how Harry kind of falls for Ginny because she's so cool and just no nonsense, and she doesn't treat Harry like he's this famous important thing. She kind of like knocks him down a peg. Not when she was young, but when she gets older, she's kind of like, oh, hi Harry, like you're my brother's best friend type of thing, instead of, you know, her idol, I guess. But yeah, I like them together. I'm not upset that they are endgame. Next is Harry and Luna. I have a soft spot for Harry and Luna. She is the only one who calms him down and like allows him to contemplate. And I think he needs that. He is such an overworked, stressed out person, and he needs a break. And I think Luna gives that to him, and he definitely has an affection for her, from what I've seen, well, from what I've read. He just thinks that she's neat, and she is weird, but he doesn't hold that against her. So yes, I definitely ship it. Harry and Hermione. I don't ship it in a romantic sense. I think because I have had such a vendetta against it or whatever, I hated even the thought because Hermione belongs with Ron, blah, 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 blah. But rereading, I can see it. I wouldn't want them together, but I do see kind of how well they fit. She kind of, I don't know, they come from the same background. They were both raised by muggles, and I don't know, I just think it would have made sense. I probably wouldn't have liked it. It would have been too predictable, but anyway. Next is Harry and Neville. I was talking to my friend Alyssa about this. Like, you learn that they have this like kind of like destiny like entwined together. Like, they were both born at roughly the same time. Like, the prophecy could have been about either one of them, but Voldemort makes it about Harry, and that's where everything dominoes into what we know now as the books. But like, it's, I don't know, there's just something about like the soft, sweet plant boy and like the hard, heroic guy being in love. I just think that's really sweet. I totally ship it. Not as much as like Harry and Ron, or like Harry and Luna, but if that were to happen. Like, I would probably read a fic about it, you know what I mean? But yeah, next one, or last one in the Harry category that I am going to be talking about, is good old Harry and Draco. I never shipped it. It was around when I was scouring through fanfics and like fan art and stuff, but I never got what people saw with it. They seemed to hate each other, so I wasn't like, I don't know. I'm still not sure about them. I feel like I could read like a fic of them when they're in their 30s and they're like grown and this war is like a decade behind them and they're fine now. I think that's the only way they would work. I do believe that Harry had a bit of a crush on Draco just because he was always like watching for him, but also you can chalk that up to the fact that he thought he was doing something bad and he kind of wanted to catch him, you know? I do believe that Draco had a crush on Harry because other than like them being on opposite sides of the war, they didn't need to be that, he didn't need to be that in tune with what Harry was doing. But anyway, I see it, but I don't ship it. All right, now to the Hermione category. We've got Hermione and Ron, my first Harry Potter OTP. They are very sweet and they do balance each other out. I read a little thing on Tumblr where like they are kind of a perfect match because Ron's the only one who Hermione can like argue with or debate with without I don't know, without maybe like hurting each other's feelings or something like that. They fight and they argue and then they don't talk for days, but like that's just your go-to person, like the person who you tell every single thought to, whether or not they understand or like agree or not. But yeah, I do like them together. I do kind of wish they hadn't gotten married though. Like, you shouldn't marry your high school sweethearts. That rarely ever works out, or it just, I don't know. Anyway, I like them. They're sweet. Hermione and Ginny. I don't necessarily ship it, but someone on Tumblr again said they had the same relationship as Rosa Diaz and Amy Santiago on Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and absolutely that's a fact. We've got Ginny, this hard ass, and we've got Hermione, this bookworm, and together they're best friends. It's perfect. Yeah, I see it, but I don't ship it. But I don't think I would have been upset if that happened. Next is Hermione and Luna. I kind of ship it because Luna would make Hermione see more than just the facts. Like see like a broader thing and just understand a lot more. Hermione and Neville, that would be a very sweet ship. The two, like the little quiet boy and the loud know-it-all girl. Yeah, they would be sweet. They would definitely be a sweet, like Neville's the guy you marry. You know what I mean? Yeah. And the last one in the Hermione category is my man Draco. Now, full disclosure, Hermione is my favorite ship. I don't know what got me into them really, because Draco was never really a character I liked. So I don't know why I started shipping them, but I love their dynamic, and I love the dynamic of enemies to friends to lovers type of thing. A lot of my favorite ships are enemies to friends to lovers. I don't really like to read those kind of fics though. I kind of don't. I just want them to be either together or friends already. But yeah, so I get it. I ship it. I do feel like he is the only one intellectually that can match Hermione. And if that's important in a relationship to you or to her, then yeah, then I would definitely choose Draco to be with Hermione. All right, now we have Ron's category. We don't have very many in there because I already kind of, you know, got them already. First one is Ron and Luna. I didn't even know that in the fifth book, when they meet Luna, that she has a crush on Ron. Like, she laughs at his jokes and stuff. It's almost like a blink if you miss it type of situation, but like, damn, that made me ship it a little bit. Luna's too good for Ron though. Yeah, he doesn't deserve her, so don't necessarily ship it, but I do want Luna to be happy, so. And the last one there is Ron and Draco. Now, on my quest to read Hermione fan fiction, I kind of stumbled across the dynamic of Draco and Ron. It's like a Romeo and Juliet situation. Are you with me? They're from pure blood families, so you think they should be, you know, friends or something. And my idea is they were friends, right? So there's no Voldemort around, so you know, they're friends when they're young, and then they kind of grow apart because there's this rift in, you know, oh, pure bloods versus blood traders and stuff like that. But they're friends. They want to be there for each other. They care about each other and they love each other. Yeah, so that's kind of an interesting dynamic and very much something I'm into. And maybe someday I will write my own Draco and Ron fanfic. But yes, so very much into them, very much ship it. And now we have Draco's little corner that has a few people. Draco and Ginny. I've seen it be shipped. I'm not a giant fan, but I feel like Ginny would keep him on his toes, you know? Like, he'd have this idea of what she would be like, and then like she'd completely surprise him. So yeah, I would definitely ship it. I'd definitely read a couple fics of that. And the next one is Draco and Luna. I had canon Draco and Luna as a brother-sister duo. They're like, I can just see them being close, you know, but definitely in a platonic way. Yeah, they'd be very sweet. And now we're moving on to Neville. We've got Neville and Luna, my sweet, sweet children. Ship it, totally ship it. I loved it that they changed. Like, the one change in the movies that made sense was when Neville was like, where's Luna? I'm mad about her. I gotta tell her. Like, that's so sweet. Yes, thank you movie people for that, because I really liked it. Neville and Ginny, that would be sweet as well, because like I said, he's the one you marry. So like, Ginny goes off and does adventurous things with Harry, and then she like gets bored. She comes back and there's Neville is like being a sweet boy. But yeah, I don't necessarily ship it, but I can definitely see the possibilities. Now we have a few people who aren't in like the core 7 of the the shipping, not hexagon and not octagon, whatever the heck that would be. A sectagon? I don't know. Don't worry. Don't mind me. So we have Remus and Sirius. Totally ship it. Being a werewolf could be a metaphor for being gay. Sirius is a bad boy, Remus is a good boy. Like, it works, it fits. and it makes me happy. I like that ship, and it was kind of apparent in the books, and we didn't really get to explore that. I wonder why. And then we have James and Sirius. I was reading book 5, and when Harry goes into Snape's worst memory or something like that, it's James was showing off, and Sirius was like, stop it. And then Harry observes that it's like, it almost seems like Sirius would be the only one that James would stop showing off for. And I went, ooh, romantic notion right there. And like, it could totally fit. So we have Sirius and Remus, who are both like gay or like bi or whatever. And everything plays out how it does. Sirius is the secret keeper, but he tells them to give it to Peter. But I think everyone else thinks that Sirius is the secret keeper or something like that. So when like Remus finds out that James and Lily are dead, and that Peter's dead too, and Sirius did it, he thinks, oh, that makes sense, because Sirius has been holding some resentment for Lily because she took his James away. And so like it makes sense to him. So like I ship it, but I definitely ship the one-sided because James and Lily kind of deserve to be together. But yeah, very cute idea popped in my head. And the last one on there is Dean and Seamus. Holy cow, how easy would it have been to make them gay? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? They were together all the time. They were best friends. Like, everything about that situation is perfect, and they should have been together point blank. Sorry. Yeah, I think that's it. Thank you for coming along on this Harry Potter journey. I would love to do more info dumping for y'all. But anyway, I hope you guys are having a great 2020, all things considered. Yeah, and I will see you guys for the next time I have a big idea to put online. All right, bye.